Well, you know, I think more than any other programs we've done, the programs we've done with you two have really reflected Flint. You know, both the Poet movie we just finished, or the excerpt we just finished, because clearly there's more to it, and the film we have coming up are specifically Flint films about Flint people and uniquely reflecting this community. Do you feel that your work is part of the community environment?
Oh, absolutely. We don't work in a vacuum. Any good writer will tell you that you should write what you know about, and Ernest Hemingway always said, "Write to get rid of it." So maybe that's part of it too.
How did you get involved with the film on Floyd McCree?
Came about, we were producing a show here at Comcast, a talk show that Brian McCree.
What, another talk show here at Comcast?
Yes, it's
surprise.
How unnecessary!
Surprise!
How unnecessary! Called Straight to the Point.
Okay.
And the mayor was a guest very shortly before he died, and I think everyone in the studio at that time, as they sat around listening to this interview, was truly deeply moved. You know, the camera people were going, "Wow, what a wonderful human being this is."
It was like there was a moment of silence after the shoot, and you know, normally everybody applauds after a shoot, and you know, and that's it. And it was like church. We were all like, "Wow!" We knew that we had been with an elder.
He had ridden the train through some interesting times.
Really. We're working on expanding the half-an-hour memorial that we did right after he passed away into an hour, so that we can to give some of the younger people an idea of the context. The context, and so that Flint becomes a microcosm of what the United States was going. We're talking about August 1967, when Flint was another sea of dry wood out there, and we'll be interviewing Dale Kildee, who was a part of the 10 days.
Should get Don Regal too, because Don was the congressman then, and Don, I was on his staff in Washington that week. He flew back and in essence took charge down at City Hall while McCree was out on the streets.
Right, the governor was here, people on the lawn for 10 days to support the idea of an open housing ordinance, and we're also going to be interviewing Robert Leonard, who was the prosecutor at the time, and all these fellows stayed up for about 54 hours in a row trying to put it together to make things happen in the way that the people in Flint like it to happen. Don't like violence, want to have a good community, want to do the right thing, and I think that's
Romney's still available too. I interviewed him a while back for a different article, and he's still available, very bright, so he might be available to get
interesting.
Set up the movie so we can, or set up the clip so we can go to it.
Basically, we packaged around the interview, which was, you know, you simply cannot put words into Mr. McCree's mouth. He was so eloquent. And we just gave it an order in order to make it a memorial. We did go out and take footage of the memorial service, and we put it all together. It was done in our studio. Brian McCree, very important part of it, and is going to be an important part of the expanded version. Brian wants to do a film and about those times, you know, and maybe this is the beginning of it, from a half-an-hour version to an hour, making it fuller. We'll see what we get from the interviews, see how much it does represent a microcosm of the rest of the world in 1967, but at this point it's 1988.
This was, yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the clip then, and this is by Kiva, and a piece of a film called His Honor.